Hello everybody, this is Inigo Galliano from the Michael Chekhov Studio London. Welcome to this online Q&A that we've been doing for a while now. Today's question comes all the way from Spain, from Jaime, and he's asking, I'll read the question. Hi Inigo, I'm a professional actor, but I always struggle to relax when I'm on set. Everything is clear in my mind, but I can't get out of the way, and therefore I cannot be present. Could you give me some advice on this, please? Thank you. Well, Jaime, I'm glad you wrote us with this because it's a very common thing for actors. It's very clear in our mind. We've been preparing the role. We're certain about the character and everything, and when we're on set, we just panic or we just freeze, nothing happens. This is mainly because you go into the mind, okay? And it's very difficult not to go into the mind because when you really care about something and you really want to do a good job, okay, we're used to operate from our intellect, from our mind. And all of the Chekhov work is about not being in the mind and being in a creative, receptive mode that has nothing to do with the intellect, because the intellect is not going to help you there in that moment. So I would suggest that all you have to do is get out of the mind. So when you feel that you're not being present, that you're blocked, that you are nervous, that you can't relax, and the director says, relax, then you will be more tense, because the worst thing you can say to an actor is relax, because to relax is also a concept. So you're in the mind, the land of the concepts, and they give you another concept to take you out of there. It's not going to work. We need to move away from concepts and intellect to bring it here into this present space and moment where you are, to bring there your awareness. So if you freeze, if nothing happens, if you're nervous, if you're not relaxed, and therefore you can't allow things to happen, first, acknowledge that that's because you're in the mind and it's normal. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. And don't panic. Actually, this uncomfortable feeling, it's a reminder that your focus, your awareness is not where it should be. It's not in the creative part of you. It's in the mind, that it's connected with the ego, with your identity, and with you wanting to show them that you're good enough, or to show yourself that you're good enough, or wanting to do a really good job. All of that, forget about that. So when you're on set and you feel this uncomfortable feeling and you're not relaxed and you don't feel in a creative state, go, okay, that's because I'm in the mind. Thanks for the reminder, because that uncomfortable feeling, it's a very useful reminder. If you fall into the narrative of those voices that are coming when you don't feel that you're doing a good job or that you're blocked, it's going to come in many different ways. You're not good enough, you should have got another job, get a real job, what are you doing with your life, the director hates you, blah, 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 blah. So these are only reminders that are telling you you're not focusing where you should be focusing, because you cannot create from there. But instead of taking it as a reminder, we fall into the narrative of the story that this voice is telling us. And the narrative is very sticky. Once you touch it, it will take you to the next one, and then you'll be so far away from where you have to be in order to be creative. So first, acknowledge it like a reminder. Once you've been reminded, okay, what do I do now? If my focus is not what it should be, what do I do now? I need to get out of the mind and be present, therefore I get out of the way. To allow things to happen, that's how you create, because creating is not about making, creating is about allowing, because it already exists, you're just bringing it into this manifested plane. You need two things, space and time. Time is a concept as well, but we could translate time for movement. Space and movement are the ingredients for creation, for allowing. So you gotta come into this space where you are to use it. So a very quick way of doing that is connect with one of your physical senses, the sense of touch, and sense your feet on the floor, the weight of gravity on your body, the clothes in your skin. That's going to bring you straight away to the present moment and out of the mind. And it will want to go back to the mind because we think it's a safe place and that we can do a lot from the mind, but our bigger power as actors is not there. So bring it back, come back to the present moment through one of the senses, the sense of smell. What does the room smell like? The sense of sight. What's the shape of the room? It's square. How do I feel in this square? Am I in the center of the square? Am I on the side of the square? And how does this position makes me feel in relationship with the space? The sense of sound. What's the sound? Even if it's silent in the room. That brings you right into this moment and out of the mind. Okay? And then things will begin to come. That's the way you relax. That's a very good way of relaxing. First, don't fight your thoughts and the stories that your mind is telling you. Take it as a reminder that your focus is in the mind, should be here, being present. So take that as a reminder. Thank you for reminding me. And now what do I have to do? Very specific steps, because you cannot not think about something, but you can think about something else. You cannot not think about all of these thoughts that are telling you you're not good enough, today's a bad day, blah, blah, blah. You cannot not think about that, but you can think about what's the texture of these clothes on my skin, what's the smell of the room. Just connect with one. It will bring you here. And that opens up the space for things to drop in and happen. And the moment you incorporate movement to that, a gesture, the first line you have to say, if you do it from that awareness of the space, everything will flow and happen by itself. All you have to do is these two first steps, and that will trigger everything and it will flow. Good luck with your next filming. Put it in practice. Let us know how it goes. And I hope this really helped. And everyone else, send us your questions to the email address that is below. We will be very happy to answer them. Take care. Bye-bye.